Excuse the little messy beginning here. Good morning, everyone. We're just having some technical issues getting live this morning. It's so lovely to see you. It's welcome to Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday, and that means it's Q&A day. And I'm going live across multiple places at the moment. So I've got my Instagram followers up here, and I've also got my YouTube fans and my Facebook fans here as well. Now, today it's all about the $500 giveaway. So here's what I wanted to do. Since I've never done a winter sale before, this is the very first time I've ever done a winter sale. So I'm going to give away 3 of my signature courses today, and I'm going to give some little free tips along the way as well. So if you have a voice issue, if you have a confidence issue, if you have a fear of public speaking, you are absolutely in the right place. So I'm going to start with my 3 tips first. And here's how it's going to work. At the end of this today, if you feel a resonance towards one of those courses, so for instance, the Voice of Confidence, it's a Change Your Voice, Change Your Life is a very small miniature course helping you feel more confident in life generally. If that one is something that resonates with you, I'm going to give you a secret code down below that you can type in to go in the draw to win the prize of the course for free. That's $29 miniature course for free. The second one is for people who have a bit of a voice issue. You know, if you're feeling that your voice is, you're losing your voice sometimes, or perhaps you get tired and fatigued sometimes when you're speaking. If you're a teacher, for instance, the Save My Asset or Save My Voice program is going to be perfect for you. And the last course is the public speaking course. If you have a fear around public speaking, you don't want to be seen on camera, on stage, or on podcast, it scares you, then the last course is going to be perfect. So let's jump into 3 little tricks here that I'm going to teach you first before I tell you more about the courses. Now, if you're interested in any of the programs today, all you need to do is look at my Linktree account, which is Linktree Elisa_James, and we will put that underneath both on this Instagram live and also underneath the lives that you're seeing through StreamYard, which is on Facebook and on YouTube. Now, let's dive into number 1. This is called the confidence trick. This is based upon my short course, which is called Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. Now, that course I wrote many years ago because when I started to become a voice coach and a trainer after doing performance for 35 years, I retired from performance and went into coaching. And I found that most people, because they don't come from a background of public speaking, performance, being on stage, being on camera, there are many people that need to get on camera for business, but are dragging their feet. They need to speak and give presentations for work, but they're dragging their feet. Why? Because of self-judgment and lack of confidence. So the very first thing that I want to share with you is a little confidence trick that will help you break through those barriers to self-expression and make sure that you can step into more confidence. And here's the thing. It's simple, but it's not easy. This is the trick. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Just let me give you a little bit of backstory before you roll your eyes at me. This is something that I struggled with for a very, very long time. Honestly, I am not an extrovert. As a performer, a singer, an actor, a speaker, I've been on stage for most of my life. But here's the thing. It's really hard for some introverts to be in front of people, thousands and thousands of people giving those performances. It's super hard. You know, I'm naturally a shy and an introverted person. So I'm not one of those people that goes to a party and wants to be the center of attention. Absolutely not. It's actually my worst nightmare. But here's the thing, as a performer, because I desperately wanted to be a performer since I was tiny little child, because I needed to express myself and just sing and dance and be me. That's all I wanted to do. And yes, if I wanted to make a living out of it, I had to get used to being in front of other people. That was the massively hard part. So very early on in my career, one of my closest beautiful friends in the world, who's one of Australia's top amazing guitar players, Peter Northcote, he said to me, "Love, if you want to succeed in this business, You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. And that changed my life. That little phrase, I started to live my life from that phrase, and it changed everything. I'm not saying it magically made me confident. Absolutely not. But it made me committed to my goal of getting out there and sharing my voice and my talent and my skills with the world. I wanted to self-express. That was my biggest goal in life. And when I started to live from that motto, no matter what was thrown at me, I said yes. I felt the fear, I sat with it, and I did it anyway. And you know what? Over time, you actually get better at being in front of people. So from the start of my career, when I was so nervous, I would literally have to have 3 glasses of wine before I got on the stage with my band. I had a 9-piece band. I was so nervous when I was 17 that I would hide up the back with the horn players, drink 3 glasses of wine before I went on stage, and then sang up the back, hiding in amongst the 9 people. That was the only way I felt safe. But over time, I got used to it. And then by the end of my career, 35 years later, here am I singing all around America in massive, massive halls with 2,500 people seated in a theater watching me on stage right down the front, all by myself with a 9-foot grand piano and 1 pianist. That's how I ended my career. Now, when I came back to Australia and started doing those big carols and concerts and things like that, we had 10 and 20,000 people to sing in front of. Now, that can be quite daunting for somebody. But once you've done the hard yards, you put the time in and you've gone from small audience to bigger audience to bigger audience to bigger audience, you build the skill and the confidence to do it. So this is the most important thing you'll ever hear if you're lacking confidence. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. If your heart is desiring you to share your message with the world, if your heart is desiring to leave the world a better place, you have to get over yourself and you have to take this step. So if you are interested in this tiny little course called Change Your Voice, Change Your Life, it's a tiny mini course that I have on Kajabi. I'm giving it to the first person who writes confidence underneath in the comments, either on Instagram, on Facebook, or in YouTube. Whoever's first, I will have my staff onto this. Whoever's first wins that course. And we will PM you with the details and how to log in. It will change your life. Now, the second thing that we're going to do, if you have some issues around voice, this is my passion project, okay? I started this course about 4 or 5 years ago. I wrote this now because when I first started as a coach, because I have a master's degree in voice and I help people fix their voice, the most important thing for me was to help speakers be able to have their best asset for life. And that means your voice. But here's the thing, I started working right from the beginning of my coaching career 10, 20 years ago in America when I was living there. A lot of people that were coming to me were professional speakers who were losing their voice consistently. The Grant Cardones, the Tony Robbins of the world, the Brendan Burchards. These were high-end people losing their voice because of the way that they were speaking. And here's the thing. Most of my high-end speakers are high achievers. So if you're an A-type personality or you're a high achiever, you're probably using your voice incorrectly for speaking, especially when you're on multi-day events and you love to be on stage and serving people. This is the time to look after your best asset. So in this course, it's called Save My Voice. It used to be Save My Asset, but people didn't get it. It is an asset. So I changed it to Save My Voice. Save My Voice foundational training will teach you everything you need to know about your instrument. Everything. Now, if you're not a $20,000 a day speaker, this is absolutely for you. You know why? Because how many people in their life use their voice for a living? I want you to put your hand up down the bottom. Say, I am a professional voice user. If you are a teacher, a fitness instructor, a coach, a trainer, a speaker, an aspiring speaker, an author, if you work in a call center, guess what? You use your best asset for business, your voice. If you don't know how to use your voice correctly, you are in danger of losing it. So if you are a professional voice user, I want you to fess up below. Fess up and tell me whether you actually are a professional voice user. Believe me, that's teachers, professors, coaches, trainers, all sorts of people. Now, here's where voices can go wrong. These are why people do this program called Save My Voice Foundational Training. Number one, it's to fix a weak voice. And I'm going to give you a few little tips today on how you can fix a weak voice. If you don't know what that means, it usually means that somebody speaks with too much airflow, and usually it's also the wrong pitch. So when you're using the wrong pitch and the wrong airflow, it sounds very weak and it sounds very dismissive. If you're a leader in business, you're never going to sound like a leader if you let too much airflow out. So here's a little tip for you for a weak voice. I want you to hold your chair from underneath, wherever you're holding your chair at the moment. I want you to pull up and hold your chair. And I want you to say with a big voice now, I am going out. Hold the chair as though you're pulling yourself off the chair as hard as you can. Ready? I am going out. You'll notice when you do that, your vocal folds close properly because you're giving the support and the back pressure that you need to have a strong voice. That's one simple way to fix a weak voice, and it works a treat. It's switching your engine on and holding the vocal folds a little bit more closed so that airflow doesn't come out. And when you speak with a weak, airy voice, people don't listen to you. You sound underconfident. You sound dismissive of yourself. You might sound, a little bit flopsy daisy. You're not one of those leaders in life that has a strong, powerful voice. You need to fix a weak voice if you're in a position of leadership. Very important. A, for the perception, and B, because having a weak, airy voice is going to tire your voice out. It's not good vocal practice. So let's look at the second one. Is the other reason to do the the Save My Voice foundational training is because if you have a strained or fatigued voice, it's usually because you're using your voice incorrectly. So in this program, I teach you how to use your voice correctly. Now, if you've got a strained or fatigued voice, what's happening is this. You're pressing your vocal folds together and it's not working very well. So don't press your vocal folds together because you're now stopping the airflow instead of blasting the airflow. So a weak voice blasts too much airflow, and a strained voice, they usually press the vocal folds together and stop the air from flowing, or they might do that and then literally push and force their voice. And this is where you get the Jimmy Barnes voice from, or the Grant Cardone voice, or the Tony Robbins voice. That is from forcing airflow too fast through your vocal folds, and that will absolutely tire out your voice. Let's have a quick look at the comments here. I am a professional voice user. Okay, fantastic. Now, Facebook user, I'm just looking at my Facebook comments here, and I'll also check my Instagram comments when when I can in a second. But Facebook user says, I'm interested. Now, if you haven't allowed StreamYard to see my comments, to see your comments, I won't be able to see who you are. Once I go back to Facebook, I will. So make sure that you allow StreamYard, if you're watching me on Facebook or YouTube, allow StreamYard to see your comments, and I will be able to see your name, and then I'll be able to give you the price. So if that is a good course for you, either the Save My Voice, type that below if you want that course, or if you want the first course, write confidence below in the comments, in the chat. And then I will be able to give the courses away to the people who really need it. Now, let's go to a YouTube comment. We've got a YouTube comment here. I kind of speak with a too edgy voice, and I notice I kind of sound offensive. So I added more airiness to it. Great idea. See, if you're speaking with an edge like that and it really sounds offensive, and I have a client, or had a client in the past, who said when she first came to me that she sounded like a bitch on wheels. And people were making the wrong having the wrong impression about her because she sounded like a bitch on wheels. It's because that edginess in her voice, Banana Joint is the person who's commenting here. Banana Joint said there's edginess in his voice makes him sound offensive to other people. Absolutely. So adding that airflow to soften and calm the edges of the voice down gives you that more romantic, softer quality, which is much easier to listen to. It makes people feel safe. If you've got too much of an edge, if you've got an annoying voice, it's not going to make people feel safe. If you want to build rapport with people, add that little bit of airflow that will calm down the voice and calm down the listener so they won't think that you're a bitch on wheels. You don't want to speak like that. People will not listen. It's not attractive, and it certainly doesn't sound good. I've got another comment here. Let's have a look at this. Okay, I have no idea what that is. That's some sort of weird bank account thing, but okay, I won't be showing that comment. It's a bit weird. Okay, so let me go back to my banners, and we're going to go on to the last one. Now, this is a big one. In the Save My Voice foundational program, if you have a voice issue that's serious, here's what you're going to do. This course is going to be your best asset because you're going to save your best asset for more damage and more harm. When I'm working with somebody who has nodules or muscle tension dysphonia, it's very, very important that you learn how to use your voice correctly. Now, if I hear in private classes, some of my VIP students have to come to me privately. If I hear that there's something very serious going on with your voice, I'm going to make sure that you go and see your ENT, your ear, nose, and throat doctor. I will not allow you to continue with anything that's really serious. But here's the thing. I had nodules more than 25, 30 years ago now. It almost ruined my life. It literally did. And I won't go into that here because it's a long story. But here's the good thing about it. I healed my nodules naturally. Now I don't have any sign of damage at all in my voice at all. So the magic is that if you learn how to look after your instrument properly and you do the right exercises and take the right rest, it can absolutely be fixed. I also fixed, after my nodules, muscle tension dysphonia. And that was an absolute nightmare because I couldn't trust my voice and I was doing really weird things because I was so tense and worried about using my voice after my nodules healed. I ended up having all these tension patterns. It was just a nightmare. Anyway, I fixed that too. All holistically, no drugs, no surgery, nothing unnatural at all. No medical intervention, all work on me, personal growth and voice training. That's it. So if you know that you have a voice issue that needs to be fixed, you have a weak voice, you have a strained voice, or you have some sort of serious voice disorder, this course is for you. I want to give it to the person who needs it the most. So if you are somebody that really needs your voice issue fixed, please PM me below. Make sure that you know that that I know that you need the course, and I'll give it to you for free. That's $200 course for free. So only the first person who really, really, really needs this course is going to get that for free. Now let's move on to the last course I'm going to give away today. This is a $297 course that's on special at the moment in my winter sale, which I'll show you here is on Linktree. Remember, we've got, it's on the bottom. It's going past the ticker tape. Now, in Instagram, if you're watching this live, I will make sure that these go into the comments so you know how to look at Linktree and see all the discount codes. I've got a special discount code for Instagram, and I've got a special discount code for Facebook, and a special discount code for YouTube. So make sure that you get the right code from the right platform. And then when you buy one of these courses, you plug it into the platform, you get 50% discount. Now, let's talk about who's going to get it for free today. If you are a public speaker and you have a fear around public speaking, you need to get it fixed. Why? Because if you're hiding in life, you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel unhappy. You're not going to feel that you're living your best life. So my goal for all of my clients and potential clients is that you can speak up and speak out for yourself in any situation, anytime, with confidence and ease, because that makes you happy. That makes you feel worthy. It makes you feel heard, valued, and respected. And that's what this life is all about. Feeling accepted by other people. What do all human beings want in life? Love, acceptance. And if you are one of those people that are holding your breath, holding your tongue in a boardroom or at work, in a virtual meeting on Zoom or in Microsoft Teams, you are doing the wrong thing. You are hiding. You are using a strategy that doesn't work. Hiding is never going to get you to where you want to go. Facing your fears will. So if you have a fear of public speaking, if you have a fear of being seen and heard by people, if you're really struggling to speak up and out for yourself, then you need to do this course. It's called the Voice of Confidence Public Speaker Training Program. The Voice of Confidence Public Speaker Training Program. It's a very good comprehensive course. It's got 6 modules, about 8 hours of content. It's fully comprehensive. You will learn so much about public speaking. It'll blow your mind. Highly recommend the course. And these courses, all of them, everyone, it comes with a private Facebook group that supports my students, all for free. So if you want, excuse me, if you want any of these courses, remember the first one, Change Your Voice, Change Your Life, pop in the comments, confidence, and you will go into the draw to win that course. If you need it, I'll give it to the person who comments first on any of these platforms and the one who needs it the most. The number 2 course is called Save My Voice Foundational Training. If you're having a voice issue, nodules, muscle tension, dysphonia, if you're losing it, if you've strained or fatigued your voice, absolutely free for you. Put it in the chat here underneath. Save My Voice. Just put Save My Voice underneath, and I know that that course is for you. And the last one is the Voice of Confidence Public Speaker Training Program. So if you have a public speaking fear, just put public speaking fear in the comments. And if you really need that course, I'm going to PM you, have a little discussion about why you think this is so important for you to move ahead, and I will give it to the person who really needs it the most. That's about $500 worth of value right there with the 3 courses that I'm giving away today. So let's have a quick look at the comments. Remember that if you want to go and see the course, if you've missed out, don't worry, because all of the courses right now are half price. All of them, all 3 courses. So if you've always wanted to have voice training or public speaker training, but you've never been able to afford it, now is the time to jump on. Absolutely, go for it. 50% off. So yes, my beautiful assistant says, please use the StreamYard to see your comments, because that way I can actually see to whom I'm talking, which is great. Oh, great. So look, guys, Banana Joint has asked for Save My Voice. So he's obviously having some voice issues. That'd be great for you. Strongly dislike my voice. Okay. Yeah, no, that might be a good course for you. Or otherwise, also the public speaking training course has got a lot of voice content in it too. It'll show you how to change the sound of your voice as well. It's a very deep dive program. The Save My Voice and the Voice of Confidence public speaker training are both very deep dive, very comprehensive. It'll take you about 6 to 8 hours to get through all the content, maybe more. And there's loads of resources and live classes of me coaching and things like that too. I'm adding things all the time. So fantastic. I will look at the comments, find out who is winning, and then I'll post on all of these platforms later to let you know who won. So I hope you enjoyed this today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been my pleasure to serve all my clients. I love serving new people. I love helping the world speak up and speak out with confidence, and that's what I want for you, so you can live your best life. There's nothing more important than living your best life. We only have one shot at this, guys. Give it a go. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. See you. Bye.